Okay, all right. So are you ready?
Okay. So if I was the victims of such a crime, I will feel afraid and panic. This is because it was just happened suddenly and unexpected. So I don't know whether I can handle it or not to face the criminals, and I'm not sure whether the criminals will hurt me or not. So I would be nervous and afraid. If someone I love was a victim of such a crime, I would disappointed because I cannot believe that the persons that I trust will betray me and would do something that let me down, like robbery or snatch theft. So these these crimes would just um, that he or she acts will let me feel shocked that because I believe that the people who surround me would not act these actions in the real life. So first I will feel disappointed to her or she to he or she.
Okay, all right. So the good content, the first question you have answered the questions, and the second question you answer out of the question, even though the content is good. You answer out of the question, you know why? How would you feel if someone you love was a victim of such a crime? Meaning the someone you love is not a criminal. He or she is a victim. Do you understand?
Okay, I just realized that
Never mind, never mind. Luckily, it's not real SPM. Okay, so someone that you love was a victim of such a crime, and why? So, could you please try to answer this question again? Do you need time to think?
a bit.
Okay,
Maybe
I give you 2 minutes to think.
okay.
Okay, would you want to hear me demo once for you for the second question?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's say this question is asked to me. First of all, I will feel so sorry about the one that I love was a victim of such a crime, and the reason is because I couldn't help. I couldn't be able to extend help much. While I couldn't extend the help during the act, during the criminals act. But after the act, right, if possible, I would like to extend my help. For example, maybe emotional support or prayer. Extend my prayer support for my beloved who was a victim of the crime. Another feelings that I have is not just only feeling so sorry about the person that I love was a victim of such a crime, but also feel so sorry. I feel so angry about what's happening to my beloved, because this is a place where we need a place where we are not able to live securely. It is so unsafe for any one of us. It could be maybe in future it could be my turn. Who knows? No one knows. So I feel very angry toward what is happening to the one that I love, and angry about the world that is going crazy and the people around us that cannot be trusted. So that's how I felt. Okay, so did you hear what I do a demo first? Can you get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
Yes, I get it.
Okay, all right. So would you want to try out your version? Okay.
So first, if when I know the someone that I love was a victim of such a crime, I will feel worried first. I will worry about their safety, because I don't know whether the criminals will hurt them or not, because this situation was unexpected, and I cannot do nothing for her. I can what things that I can do is just wait for the good news from them, and I will hope that they will be safe after the case, and I will bring he or she to look the doctor, or to know that whether the so that to know whether he or she the feelings, because many of the victims, there will be face depressions after a crime, because they during the criminals do their actions, they will feel lonely, and they, because they cannot do nothing. So I will bring he or she to a doctor first, and then after that I will bring her go outside, hang out with them, so that this may express their feelings, and I hope these actions can bring them out away the situations or the case that face, and I will hope that our governments can fix or face this situation, so that the case of the crimes can be reduced, so that no one can be hurt because of the criminals, that they just wanted to hurt someone to get something that benefit for him or
Okay. Okay, great. So basically, remember, you need to answer the question. So because I hear you did answer the question, but also the second large part, you go to an extent that about the action that you will do to help the victim. Because the question is only asking you how would you feel and why, right? but you go to an extent to answer, you answer the questions about the actions, what you will do. Normally, what you will do, hopefully, if the questions, there's another third questions, they ask you, what would you do to help the victim, right? Then the answer that you share just now will help. Because remember, for this kind of questions, right, they only allow 2 minutes for 2 person. So you have already taken up more than 1 minute already. So that means they will ask you to stop when you when you're about to continue on. Do you understand what I mean? You understand? So you have to really make sure you answer what is asked. Okay, if the question only asks you about what kind of action that you will do, you can say you can say, but don't go into the detail. For example, I say I will extend my emotional and prayer support for the victims because I feel so sorry about for them. So I use that one, but I did not share into details. Did you hear what I said? So you can share what you will do, but don't go into detail. But you can share more about how you feel, why you feel sorry about the person who has the victim. Then you can say, I feel sorry is because of the loss of the victim, the loss the victim has encountered. And secondly is I feel angry is because what has been done, the injustice that has been done onto the victim. I feel very angry about that. And the reason is because the world is going crazy and we are supposed to live in a place that is safe, but it isn't what we expected. So I feel very angry about that. And then you can say, I hope that the government can do something about it to tighten up the laws about such crime act. Then you finish. Do you understand what I mean? Okay. And also I like about is you use the vocab. And also one thing you have to be careful. They cannot do nothing. Cannot do nothing is actually you should say cannot do anything. They couldn't do anything. Anything, not nothing. Do you understand what I mean? So you should say cannot do anything rather than cannot do nothing. Okay. Another one is for the first questions, right? How would you feel if you were the victim of such crimes and why? You use a lot of those words like fearful, panic, afraid, unexpected situation. You are not sure whether you can handle it or not. Criminal you use and you mention about nervous. Okay, good. You have used all the adjectives and the vocab as well. One thing to for changes if I were rather than if I was, because you're talking about unrealistic situation. If you are talking about unrealistic situations, in the if clause, you need to use were because it's not really you. But normally we say I was something, right? But if you are talking about imaginative situation, imaginative, or we call it unrealistic or imaginative situation, you have to use I were. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, if I were the victim of such a crime, rather than if I was. Okay, all right, you got it?
Okay, got it.
Okay, and also it could be after the crime act. It could be not on the spot, it could be after the crime act. For me, if I were the victim of such a crime, I felt very disappointed about the people around us. And also I felt very sad and depressed because of the loss that I encounter. This is how I feel because the reason is because I couldn't, this is all the belongings that I have is my hard-earned money. And why should they do this to me, to someone? They could have their own living instead of instead of stealing money from others or snatching money from other people's belongings that does not belong to them. This is a wrongful act, and I cannot condone of their act. So that's why I feel very angry. One is I feel very angry about the criminals act, and secondly, I felt very depressed or what of the loss that I have encountered. If on the spot, right? If on that moment of encountering such crimes, I think probably I will go panic. And I will not know what will happen to me next. Okay, so that's how I answer the questions. Do you get it?
Yeah, get it.
Okay, you got it, huh? Okay, now we go to the next part that is about the compound adjective. Are you done with this page? Can we move to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one we have to learn about compound adjectives. That will be good in terms of your speaking and writing as well. Hyphenated compound adjectives. Okay, so what is it about? Hyphenated. Hyphenated means 有一个小小的一条线的 between the two words, 2 or 3 words. So compound adjectives, that means it is 2 or 3 words that form together and form an adjective. Okay, so example such as this. Okay, would you like to read this one? A compound adjective?
A compound adjective is an adjective that comprises of more than one word.
Comprises. Comprises.
Or
comprises means 组成超过一个字的组合. For example, okay, can you read this one?
Usually a hyphen or something more than one hyphen is used to link the words together to show that it is one adjective and to avoid any
ambiguity.
ambiguity.
Ambiguity means confusion. To avoid confusion. So that's why they need to put hyphen in between to show that, hey, this is one compound. This is an adjective. Okay. Okay, for example, so can you write down ambiguity? Ambiguity means confusion. Comprises means a combination. Comprises means combinations. 就是组合. Ambiguity means confusion. So that's why hyphen is needed. If you're done, you let me know because I can erase this one.
Okay, done.
Okay, oops.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to erase this one. All right, next. Can you spot the compound adjective in this sentence? Okay, can you read out first?
The stingy man walks straight.
Stingy man.
The stingy man walked straight past the volunteers holding the charity collections bucket. He was such a cold-hearted individual.
Cold-hearted.
A cold-hearted individual.
Yes. So can you spot the compound adjective in this sentence? Which one?
Cold-hearted.
Good job. So please write down cold-hearted. What does that mean? Cold-hearted, what does that mean? Can you imagine 2 words together like cold? Cold 是冷, heart 是心, 冷心. What does that mean? It means a person who does not show sympathy, does not have sympathy. So you write down a person who does not have sympathy 就是没有怜悯心的，没有同情心的。A person who does not have sympathy means cold-hearted. 是没有同情心的，是冷血的 ，OK？ 冷血的人。Stingy, do you understand the meaning of stingy?
No.
Stingy 写下来 is an adjective. Stingy means not generous, ungenerous. Ungenerous 就是小气的、吝啬的 ，OK？ Or we call it misery. Misery 就是很小气小气的人 ，OK？ someone a volunteer 是一个义工，他手上拿着这个 charity collection bucket， 就是慈善箱的 bucket 就是一个慈善收集 上款的一个桶 ，OK 罐子。So he was cold-hearted individual because he just walked past. He did not give the money. So that's why you can guess the cold-hearted meaning from the context itself. That means it does not have sympathy. Okay? You done?
Done.
Okay, so I erase this one. All right, so next one. So I want you to read out this sentence. Ebenezer
Scrooge was
Scrooge
oh, Ebenezer Scrooge was much
detested
detested in his house for being a miserly and
individual.
cold-hearted individual.
Okay, let's guess it. Ebenezer detested. The meaning of detested, can you write down, please? Detested means not welcome. Not welcome 就是不被欢迎rejected. That means the person 被人家排挤的 ，OK， 不喜欢不被人 welcome 的 is rejected by others. For being a misery just now we mentioned misery means stingy, right? Misery means stingy, right? Or not generous, 就是小气的。Okay, misery means stingy. Okay, so and what? There's another word. So misery and this one has to do with 小气. So I show you the answer. Okay, hang on, let me close it first. Tight fist, write down tight fist. Tight fist 也就是 misery 就是 tight fist. Both means the same thing. Tight fist, meaning the tight 是很紧 ，fist 是拳头，他的拳头抓住那个钱抓得紧紧的。So it means tight fist. Did you see two words together? Tight and fist. Fist 是拳头。You form it into an adjective, you have to add ed, and in between you need to have a hyphen. So it's tight fist. 就是手抓钱抓得很紧的。So that means 这个人 this person is a stingy person, not generous, unwilling to give. Okay, so that's why he was detested in his town. All right, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just write down misery also means tight fist. 就是抓钱抓得很紧的 unwilling to give away the money, unwilling. Okay, unwilling to give 就是 tight fist, 手钱抓得紧紧的 alright? So this word is called compound adjective. Did you see two? 它把两个字连在一起 in between they form put a hyphen in between and add an ed here, so it become an adjective. Alright, Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, next one. Okay, so look at this one. Can you read out this one? My little sister.
My little sister Nessie is so stubborn when it comes to what she wants to do. She definitely is a little lady.
Okay, so this blank is related to the context. So stubborn has to do with stubborn. So the stubborn you can write down pig-headed. Pig-headed means stubborn. Pig is a 猪，对不对？头，猪头 means very stubborn. Okay, it means okay. So this one, you have another class, right, my dear? You have another class, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we will continue on in our next sessions. 还有几章, so we stop here, pig-headed first. Okay? All right, so these are called compound adjectives. So please remember to memorize it and use it in terms of speaking and also in terms of writing. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next sessions. Okay? All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.